All right, go ahead and raise your hands, and I will get you the mic.
John, on the bullpen front to start, that was tough in a couple of areas there. How challenging has it been to manage that without Jordy and Jimmy there, and who do you need to step up a bit more?
Yeah, you need everyone really, and I think in isolation tonight wasn't ideal. I think just rewinding it a little bit. I mean, Yusei pitched too well to kind of get it, to have that game end where it did. I think that there were before the sixth inning, there were probably some spots that we could have added on runs, played a little bit cleaner, and I just hate to waste an outing like that. Soto's a really good hitter, made him pay on a 3-0 pitch. Tough to, you're getting a heater there with Judge on deck, but I think it gets magnified. Nate, Timmy, Bowden. But yeah, I thought we could have done some things to kind of put ourselves in a different position to get to that point, but. It's tough when you're missing some back-end guys.
It seemed particularly tough for Tim today. I know you talked on the last road trip about liking his velo and some stuff like that, but at this point with him, how do you manage that, and what's the fix there?
I mean, again, Timmy's been really good for a long time. He's trying new things with a little cutter. And velo kind of comes and goes. I think that in today's game you need that, and it's been inconsistent for him. So you got to keep figuring out ways to make adjustments.
John, you mentioned playing a little cleaner in a couple spots.
Yeah.
Wondering just on the rundown play there, what's sort of the ideal? I know there's a couple things going on at the same time. Is it throwing home earlier to cut that off, or is it trying to chase down for the out on the base and taking your chances that you get the out before the run crosses?
Yeah, probably. Tough play for Spence. It's kind of a new spot for him, and I think just looking at it, probably could have either flipped it right to Bo and tried to turn it traditionally. Once you make that decision, I think it's a weird play. I think once Vladdy gets the ball, you got to just be a little bit more under control when you're going after Judge. If you're going to go that hard, you got to commit, I think, to getting that out at second before the run crosses. So he was kind of caught in between going a little bit too hard and made it a little bit tough for him to stop and make a good throw home. So a couple different ways that it probably could have worked out.
You mentioned not wanting to waste an outing like Yusei had. What did you like specifically about the way Yusei approached that? Obviously, a lot of swing and miss, a lot of strikeouts there.
Had a really good mix. I think wasn't predictable, and his stuff is good enough to get guys out when he is predictable. And I thought tonight him and Jano had a great back and forth game, and changeup was good, curveball was good, slider was good. He had really good stuff tonight, and sucks that his night was cut short and that the game kind of got out of hand.
John, on Vladdy's mad dash to home there, is it, how tough is it to gauge the angle of that ball from third base? Yeah,
it's tough play. I mean, I think in that situation, you want to just be 100% sure that you can score, with the bases loaded. He's trying to be aggressive and make something happen. And, I think kind of when we are where we are, we got to just focus on just being clean, It's just the difference between losing and getting beat, And I thought tonight we beat ourselves in some areas that we were trying to do a little bit too much. And that happens. Unfortunate timing tonight, but it's a tough read when the ball doesn't get that far away when you are at third. If you're in the other dugout, you probably have a guy on deck telling you to go back, But I just think in that situation, you want to just kind of keep the game where it is and make the pitcher beat you.
Did you like the way your hitters approached Stroman early? You chased him out of the ball game. I'm sure he didn't want to leave at that point.
Yeah, I thought, the first inning was good. Bo, with he's going to live on the edges. He got some calls that were borderline early, I thought, and I do. I like the way we approached him, and I think in that inning there where you load the bases, you want to do a little bit more, and the combination of the base running stuff and then the run down the next inning. We kind of had him right there where we wanted him. He didn't. Vladdy bust his ass getting down the line. To avoid the double play, and you kind of want to take advantage of that. And he wasn't as sharp as he has been in the past against us. So that was just, I think, a spot where you want to take advantage of that a little bit because he's a really good pitcher.
John, where did that hit by pitch catch George, and just where is he at right now?
Yeah, kind of in the wrist palm area on his left hand. He had precautionary X-rays, which came back negative. So hopefully he's good to go tomorrow. But yeah, it's just playing a little bit safe. You know, he played D and came in, took a few swings, and was all right. Want to just make sure he's good to go, hopefully for tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.